Hello, I am Devil Ants, and this is going to be the first video in a series of videos that I am doing showcasing my settlements in Fallout 4. This will begin with completely unmodded settlements, no mods in game. These are done with DLC workshop items, so if you want to replicate some of these, you would need DLC. But for the most part, they are they are completely clean of mods. And I'm going to begin with my Sanctuary settlement. I made this starting at the beginning of the game when I first started playing, when it first came out, and continually built on it. It is always evolving, as is everyone else's mods. So, hope you enjoy the tours, and bear with me as I kind of am new to this whole uploading thing. So, we'll begin going across the bridge. Sign and a guard post. I wanted to take this tour at night because I have a lot of neon here. And a lot of mood lighting, as you can see with the lions set up up front. Here I have my billboard displaying the different businesses available in town. I went as much as I could with a, strict Fallout aesthetic. I wanted to try to match the aesthetic of the game as much as possible here. No guns allowed in town. For our archway with some spotlights, making sure you'll see guards wandering. All of my guards are in uniform. They are wearing Corsair uniforms, bowler hats, and they all carry the miniguns fully decked out. So we come into town, enter under our archway. Immediately to the right is the police station. A little bit of punishment if need be. Storage for visitors. Security area, some desks, detective desks. A little jail area here. Back outside, and across the street here is the gym, Swole's Gym. I need to finish that sign. It should say Swole's Yard. Pommel horses, basketball hoop area, and of course weight benches. None of which I use in real life. I'm a gamer. So we kind of have a pileup right now of provisioners. Here's one of my guerrilla guards. Great for happiness and for defense. I have happiness of I think 94%, 28 residents. Big in part largely due to these guerrillas and the boatload of cats that I have in town. Cats, people. If you want to make your villagers happy, get them cats. Couple of traveling merchant rest areas. A place for them to make something while they rest. Over here is the town hall. Gonna need to fix that. Down the hallway we have a pack Brahmin, but this is, if you could see it, is a area for paintings and such, like the founding fathers or whatever. Don't really like my town hall. Moving on. I'm not going to go in every house. They are all furnished. I'll show you an example. Well, I'll show you the example when we get to our pre-war house, the Lone Wanderer, or not the Lone Wanderer, character house. I don't use it. I built my own. Here's the market area. All of the various shops, minus restaurants. I'll show you the restaurants as we go through town. Here is my robot area. Fairly Spartan inside. This has a bridge that goes over to the Greyhound Hotel. To here.
Nights like this, a warm spot with a cold beer would be heaven.
Couple of levels. So in the first level is the reception area and sort of seating. Oh hey, that light's not on. What's going on here? Let's figure out why that light's not lit. Behind that is the hotel bar. View of the vault. You'll notice the city is walled. I do have complete wall around the city. I took advantage of the existing shrubs and supplemented with the concrete walls. Concrete walls are great. They fit, really snap together nice, and they go through just about anything in the game. If you use the foundations correctly, especially. In a future video, I'll show you my ranch on Spectacle Island, and that is all done almost solely in concrete, the main building. And fit really nicely into the mountain that I built on, or the hill, the center of Sanctuary, Spectacle Island. So coming back out, back down, moving along, on the right, again we have the hotel. Upstairs is sleeping, then going in. And as you can see, I have decorated the homes. Now, one of the main attractions in town is the Entertainment Palace, Jimbo's Juke Palace, multi-level entertainment complex. So we'll begin on the first floor. Some billiards.
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
We are a very open and tolerant community, as you can see. Now, slots, here's a bit of advice. My slots are too close together, that's why no one's playing them. I need to space one over here, space one over there. If you find you put things down and no one's using the things that you're putting down, try giving them a little more room. Oftentimes, the villagers or settlers will then
Do you need something?
begin to use them if they have more room. So, blackjack table, food area, kitchen. Need to get some lights in there maybe. Back here is the restroom for the bar. Here's the office. And you'll notice that every level is decorated with slogans, sayings, invitations. You know, whoop, there's a guard on the roof. So here's another middle of the, this is about middle of the community. Here's a guard.
Is ready to
Do you need something?
So I'll come to my entrances to the multi-level bar. There's an awful lot of work getting these different platforms up. Some good food. So here's the bar. Which no one is at. Radio spaced throughout to give it a nice, full, rich stereo sound. Next floor is a little bit more seating. And third floor is our elevated dancing area. Nice view of town. That's my player home that I built. Would be the last thing we look at. Treehouse. Back to the entrance, guard tower. And over there is Greyhound Hotel again. Alright, so back down, continuing the tour. Next item of interest is the power plant. Majority of the settlement is powered from this building solely. So you can see I have the street lamps running power throughout, and then from them into the houses and different turrets and whatever else I need to power up. There are areas that have their own separate power or some supplemental power, such as the Greyhound Hotel, it does. Back up towards the front, there's some extra power running some turrets. But we'll enter in here, as you can see, trying to keep people out as much as possible. It is very dangerous. A little bit of security in case anyone happens to make it past the bridge, which no raiders or super mutants have in a long, long time. So first floor, atomic generators. Second floor, generators. Third floor is empty. Could quickly be filled with generators if I need extra power. And the roof is the vault. Atomic generator. A nice little view of town, looking back at Jimbo's Juke Palace. here looking at my player home, barn. Nice up close shot of the tree house. One of the first things I built. As soon as I figured I could move pieces into that tree, I built a tree house. Hospital. And we'll move back. Again, I don't think I mentioned, I should have at the beginning of the video, I am playing on Xbox One. I do play with mods. Future videos will be demonstrating my modded settlements. You know, slightly modded using textures, but still not breaking physics too much, all the way up to my heavily fully modded settlements where I've just about given up on physics, such as my bat cave, which I will demonstrate in future videos. So moving into the hospital. Treehouse, another nice view of that. Here we have the Sanctuary General. Kind of interesting to wrap those. You have to do some playing with spacing. So for instance, you place your E and then your R and N or so next to it. Then you come way over here and do the G and then move towards it. And place the L, move back to the R. So inside we have the hospital itself. Reception area. Main pharmacy. Records. Upstairs is some bedding. And of course a reconstructive plastic surgery tape booth, which is what that robot you just heard speaking is supposed to be in charge of. And I can hear it speaking and have no idea where it's at. Things get weird when you get 28 people in town. Alright, let's go check out the tree house. 3 stories. Was going for a Swiss Family Robinson vibe with separated stories, but it didn't come out exactly. I'm still really pleased with it. So we come in and we have an area for seating for kind of kitchenette. Over here we have Mama Murphy's chair, a little area with the television. Back around the corner. Go up to the next floor, which is some more living area, bookshelves, reading. A little area that overlooks this side of town. And then we move upstairs, which is sleeping. Bed here. Desk area there in that corner with an outdoor balcony, roof balcony. Cow on a roof. It's not been a flood here yet. Call it my homage to Katrina. That's my player home again. That'll be the last thing we wind up with. And another look quick through town from above. Alright, now let's head back out of the treehouse. Again, building all these things, if you're new to the game, you're not using mods, lots of patience. Move around, turn items if they're not snapping, twist them. I'll do some demonstrations later in the series on how I build as I make some changes to the ranch on Spectacle Island. It's more of a fortress, but I have a large herd of Brahmin. Here's a small herd for this town. This used to just be a field. Right now I'm using this as a museum, but I don't think it's going to remain. I like the museum idea, just not thrilled with where it's at. It needs to be more towards the center of town. But in this corner, I've got my vault display, including my bobbleheads, legitimately collected. Cream soda, some of the more famous armors from the game. Alright, and we move back out of here, and we'll come to my player home, this house here. So we come to the entrance. My neon home sign is my homage to the Clockwork Orange movie and book. A couple of cat cages, traps. Again, cats, folks. Want happiness? Get cats. And in real life, that's good advice. So we enter my player home. We have some jukebox. This is where my bobbleheads are going to go back when I dump that museum. Main living area, retro futuristic, retro modernish. Kind of went with that core for this floor, or that decor for this floor. Kitchen. Icebox is filled. Outside we have our back deck. We look in the river. Yeah, I guess river. A little bit of defense there. I haven't had anyone make it past that missile turret in a long while. Fire pit area. And a dog. Doge. Over here's a little workshop area. Some of my loot. This is file filled with all of the various filing and notes and diaries that you collect throughout the game. And here I keep my holotapes. Some technical documents there, I guess. I think that was put there by the game. Alright, second floor is sort of display and living, along with reading area. So here's a small, need to pick up my garden gnome, garden area. Moving on, we have every magazine but one in the game. I have every magazine. I lost one. I have no idea what I did with it. I put it in some chest for some damn reason, and it is gone. But they're displayed there. Still have to get some from the DLC, so here's only a couple of the Islander Almanacs from Far Harbor. I gotta finish my collection of that. Different mounted trophies from my kills. Display cases. Little bar area. Some bottles of wine, bottle of whiskey. I'm sorry, rum. Another lounge area for visiting. And here we have a main reading table. In the back we've got sleeping with Preston, whom I do bed occasionally, along with every other companion that I could get to love me. Which I think is all of them but the super mutant. What's his name? Strong? I hate that character. He's stuck at Red Rocket. Alright. Oh, I have to go to the third floor. Excuse me. Third floor is the power armor library and weapon storage. Categorized. I have my favorite paint jobs for each of the power armor, so I have a set paint for each level. My 4 favorites. Ashmaker. Waiting to be filled. Okay, and I roll on outside. Final part of this house. My upper deck overlooking Sanctuary, the settlement. And as I said, the whole settlement is walled, taking advantage of the natural barriers, as well as filling in with concrete. Love me some concrete. Here is farming area, food for the settlement. Each different type of food being partitioned off. That'd be Farmer John. Bot I made to do farming so I could focus settlers on other businesses. And as we exit, back to the main entrance, get another look. As dawn begins to break, we'll head to the top of the observation tower on top of the police station. We'll call it a day from there. So I thank you guys for visiting my sanctuary settlement. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope found some information. If nothing else, you killed 10 or 15 minutes. Excuse me. It's hard for me to stay on track. All right. So one final look around the settlement. And more videos to come. The next video up will be my ranch / fortress on Spectacle Island. And I will see you guys when that video is ready. Again, thanks for watching.